second session of Tenses and its Rules. This is Sarini here, teaching you the tips and tricks for cracking your competitive exams. Let us see how the rules apply. In this class, let us see how the rules apply for present simple, past simple and future simple, and also their aspects. Now let us see the rules that are which apply to the present simple. But when do we use present simple? When you're talking about facts or saying something you know about a person or thing. Tim likes bananas. Cow eat grass. Oceans are deep. Mom hates cockroaches. Jenny wants to be a nurse. These are all facts or habits or generalization about a person that are scheduled actions in the near future, where we use V1, which is the first form of the verb. Now let us see past simple. For past simple, when we use it, we used to talk about things that happened in the past. Matlab, these actions are already over. Now we talk about this within one-to-one or a group of people. What do we talk? Who invented the computer? I bought a camera last week. You're telling to someone, I bought a camera last week. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. You're discussing with someone. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago. Now let us see the rules, how it applies for future simple. These are the activities that will happen after now. That means somewhere in the future. There are two helping verbs that help us form future simple sentences. That are shall and will. These talk about actions and happenings that are to be happened in the future. I and we use shall. Always remember, when we use the word I and we use shall. For you, she, he, it, we use will verb. Now let us see some examples. Shall we come and play again tomorrow? She will punish you this time. We shall miss you when you leave. I will visit my uncle tomorrow. Here we use V1 form, that is the verb first form, and we shall use will or shall according to the sentences. Now let us see for present continuous. We talk about present continuous when actions in the present or things that are going on or happening. Let us see some examples. She is reading a storybook. You are singing too loudly. They are catching fish in a stream. Here we use the first form of the verb, and remember, is, am or are added to the first form of the verb with ing and object. Now let us see the rules for past continuous. You use the past continuous to talk about actions that were going on or happening at a certain moment in the past. The twins were fighting in the corner. That's one example. The second example, Bob was stacking the chairs. Now let us see the third example here. Child was playing. We use the first form of the verb, and was is used in singular and were is used in plural. Now let us see for future continuous. We talk about things that have been planned on or likely to happen. We shall be leaving in 10 minutes. The new supermarket will be opening soon. Will you be seeing Maggie at the weekend? Now these are all examples of future continuous. We shall be using will or shall be with ing with the first form. Let us see the rules for present perfect. We use the verb has or have to form present perfect tense. It connects the past with the present. We use it to talk about happenings in the past that affect the present. We have seen this film already. They have moved house. He's cut his finger. Who has eaten the sandwiches? Here we use the V3, that is the form 3 of the verb. Now let us see for past perfect tense. We use past perfect tense as a helping. We use had as a helping verb to form the sentence. When you are using the simple past, you use simple past perfect tense to mention something that happened sometime before. The police arrived to arrest him, but he had already left. I noticed that he had left his books behind. Dad had just reached home when it started to rain. These are few examples that we indicate when we are using past perfect tense. Now let us see for future perfect tense. Advanced tenses will allow you to speak about the future in interesting way that may or may not exist. For example, child will have been playing. That means he might play tomorrow or he might not play. Children will have been playing. I shall have prepared the notes by tomorrow morning. That means I am telling I'll prepare the notes, but it may happen, it may not happen. Now let us see few examples for present perfect continuous tense and which verb do we follow. To talk about things that began in the past and are still continuing or having an effect. He has been living in this country since 1998. That means he has moved to the city, to the particular country or city in 1998 year, and he's been living there itself. We use here the first form of verb and has been. Remember, has been comes here when we use present perfect continuous tense. Now let us see the example for past perfect continuous. I had been wondering whether to call you when you rang me yourself. We use past perfect continuous to talk about things that were going on in the past when something happened. We use V1 form here. That is the first form. And had been comes. Had, we use had when we use past. That's why we write had been. They had been preparing for their performance for 2 months. Now let us see few examples for future perfect tense and which verb do we use. But when do we define future perfect tense? Something, an action, will have been going on for a certain period of time. By next July, I'll have been working here for 1 year. That means she joined last year July and she's been working for 1 year already by the time the next July comes. She'll have been working here since 2015. That means she joined the company in the year 2015 and it have been long time since she has been working because it's 2020 now. Thank you. Follow the channel for part C to know few exercises based on these tenses. Like, share and click on the bell icon to get the updates from the channel.